Yes. I cannot see my face, I apologize. So, you can kind of know it. Hold on. Oh, fuck me, that's the camera in the wrong way or something. Nay nigga, nay nigga, 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 nay nigga, nay nigga, nay nigga, 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 nay nigga. Nay nigga, nay nigga, 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 nay nigga. I guess. I've been trying to relay a message in here for how long? Like a few years, right? So yeah, you know, the message is very simple, you see? The Raskolnikov, the protagonist of Crime and Punishment, he had a change of heart, you see? He certainly did. No one told him to. You see? No one did. But he still had it. But all this fucking billionaire, like whoever runs everything in here, whoever has turned all of this world, internet, etc., an entire language countries, unaccounted for anything better, right? How do I put my camera so that it's like it's as it was? It was pretty good, like at the beginning, like this. Good. Is it going to go back again? I cannot tell. It does, right? I hate it. Nay nigga. So, Jesus Christ, are you fucking like something wrong in your head entirely or what? It's like an entire countries will be, people will be born just to die for your cause. Are you fucking like nuts? I don't understand in the slightest what you're trying to deliver here. Just there's something super off in here. Absolutely abnormally so. You do not just feel freedom, like, you know, or being empowered by the thought that you can commit sin, evil, and no one is going to witness and hold grudge and destroy you down the road. Well, it just simply, it feels like that. I'm not going to lie, because how many years have we had the same conversation here for past over, I think, for a while, because just whatever you are doing here, you're just this is fucking moronic, because whoever is the better at speech, whoever is going to have the largest base of individuals to support them, as per usual, you know. Just an entire world is created out of people that are fucking drugged into being afraid to speak or live. Someone fucking terroristic is going to immediately barge in and tell them who they are, and not fucking like so not fine in your head. Everything, you fucking should be dying like a scum that you are, fucking Elon Musk, and everything that is Western, Chinese, third world. No, we all should be fucking dead. Scum. No, a fucking nigger. So I removed a few gifts from my OBS. I don't know if those were causing like immense lag in Genshin, both Genshin and Wooden Quasars, but I'm not going to lie. The Wooden Quasars performance yesterday was so blasting for some reason. It was really good. What is Yennefer doing in here anyway? Is there any reason why Yennefer is here? Analyzing grain food can be added to Krunkake recipe to significantly boost dietary fiber. 1 grain fruit, please. If Aino consumes only smetana and blackberries, this does not constitute a balanced diet. Sour cream? White berry? So, I really love this Yennefer character. I feel like her story wrapped up really like incredibly. It really did. Wow, looks like this kind of small dialogue here out of nowhere. Kurumukake. Alright, yeah, and if we continue with the story naturally, right? Where the moon rises. Where does it do? Where does it do? No. At not cry? What do you mean wait until 2 days later? I just did. You're kidding? There's a more Prima game on the mailbox. Pretty good like this. Wait until 2 days later. Are you fucking kidding? Embark on a new journey. 100 meters from here. Why do we need to talk to Mavuika to embark on a new journey? Or is this like exit from the stadium? Why are we embarking on a new journey from here? From the Stadium of the Sacred Flame. The story with Yennefer ended in here, right next to the Oshikanatham. Naturally, you would be embarking on a new journey from here, right? There should be like a boat in here, you take it and bam. Not here. There's more to I know, right? Here. That was the port, right? So should be getting in there. Alright, embark on a journey. Yennefer. Yennefer. That is perfectly alright. My data indicates clear skies in the coming days. Current condition for maritime travel optimal. I will be ready whenever you are. Are we really going to set off without telling anyone again? When we are not being tailed by Starfontaine and reporters, that is... Funny you mention it, you'll never guess who Paimon saw on the way. Oh, you're so Oh my god, just let go of me. This region has been long since passed. This 5.8 is not even related to this character anymore, but they're still here past of it. This is 6.0, let go of this region. Shut the fuck up, Kinich. Oh my god, I love this cast, guys, don't get me wrong, but... No... No, another series of dialogue in here with characters do not even matter for the story. Holy shit. I do not recall having any blast of a party past of going to the Fontaine. You know? Oh, what a sexy mouth. Oh, I would be using this one. Oh. You know, every time we head to a new nation, there is always a point where it suddenly dawns on Paimon. This is it, the next chapter of our adventure has begun. This time it was the moment she realized she would just polished off the very last of her sourest cracker. I should have stuck up better at the farewell party. You know, the words Paimon has marked the geographic coordinates from 2 minutes and 30 seconds ago as the boundary between Natlan and Notkride. This deviates somewhat from the official coordinates stored in my database. Oh, Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level. Why is it going so fast? Jesus Christ. I guess it's made to feel cinematic, right? In that case, probably when my sensor could no longer... The moon, you mean that one we can all see in the sky? Holy shit, it doesn't stop. Negative, I was afraid... Oh, we arrived. No, I'm done with this shit. I couldn't even get a screenshot out of there. With Luminous stupid face. I already hate getting to the new region. Paimon meant more in terms of how it felt on a psychological level when I could no longer sense the flow of fluorescence. What about you? And if I come to think of it, maybe we should be asking the other way around. So when you came over in Natlan, what was the moment you felt? Blah blah blah. My sensor couldn't no longer detect the moon's presence. The moon. That moon? No, I was referring. Ah, here we are. Wow! Oh, welcome to the North Grey. Holy moly. It's like 3 characters immediately shown, 4. They really do not get around this one like in a humble way, do they? That must be Nasha town up ahead. That's the place you were telling us about on our way, right? Huh? That is correct, Paimon. It is also the most bustling commercial hub in all of North Korea. Would this really be? I didn't screenshot that, unfortunately, but whatever. Sounds like the perfect. I don't think one miner said like the perfect place to start trying out all the local specialties. Something up? No. Paimon. God damn, you know something is off about this region. Aoi just immediately speaks of the butt. I fucking hate sitting in this corner. I'm not going to lie. There hasn't been a single day of my life recording here right on this corner, not feeling like it is such like cramped up place. Like if I already was not like mammoth myself, you know. I mentioned it like quite a few times, right? If I already was not a mammoth, like literal one, but this corner is just like so cramped up, like holy fuck. There's nowhere to move because there's a wardrobe in front. Right, whatever, this does not matter, right? This is where our spaceship landed when Aether and I first arrived in Teyvat. Sure. Yeah. But how come you never mentioned that before? Something so important to Paimon. Well, whenever you those memories are quite hazy. All I remember is either waking me up and us leaving the ship. Just now, setting foot on this land. Marude. The memory inside of me swelling. Kyoko no Kubaki. Kuba, what now? The locals refer to it as Kubaki. It is a unique elemental force found only in North Korea, or rather a pure primordial form of elemental energy. So like phlogiston. Correct. Another similar concept I have found in database is the primordial sea. Legend has it that long ago the moon that shines in the sky above us once rose from the land of Nodcry. Modern geological surveys and meteorite studies conducted in the region have since supported the claim. So when I mentioned being able to detect the moon's power earlier, were you referring to the Kuvaki? It certainly feels similar to phlogiston, yet somehow also different. Maybe they both belong to the light realm that the Lord of the Night mentioned. Still, this feeling, there is no doubt about it, is the same power I felt for the first time I set foot in Teyvat. Wait, no, you were saying we actually find your spaceship here. Do you still remember where it landed? I think it was near a beach. Nodcry is surrounded by the ocean. In other words, it could have been anywhere along its coastline. There was also a mountain. Negative description does not suffice for the pinpoint precise location. It's okay if you can't remember everything right away. Omoi dasanai no. After all, it's been a really long time. Anshi shiro, tabiyoshi. I'll be more than happy. 私にも手伝うください。だったらこれまでより。だったらこれまでより。どり。食べよし、探そうね。Thank you both. Our pleasure anyway, just knowing that your spaceship here in Nodcry surely counts as a big step, huh? Like we've crossed another boundary. Paimon couldn't have put it better self. You're sure a quick learner, anything. If you can find our spaceship, maybe the flight logs could tell us something. At last, a chance to get to the bottom of all of this. The truth must be out there somewhere buried in this land. How are you going to get to the spaceship? We gave the key to the Daredith. Oh, what a cute Paimon's face here. Well, as the best guide in the whole of Teyvat, Paimon hereby does solemnly declare... Nodcry no touchiku da! So the OST of this region is absolute blast, like 6.3. So this region was introduced on 6.0, right, and we were just setting off from the 5.8 story. 5.8 was this kind of a prologue here, a small introduction intermediary here, interlinking us into this Nasha town place from now forth. There was also an event related to this Kling Klang Krunkeke craft shop. This was an amazing one, I feel like. Aino and Aino's home. Parts, gears, and half-finished contraptions fill the space where the WizKid Mechanics' wild ideas take root. Each odd invention sparkles with imaginative inspiration, transforming an otherwise ordinary dwelling into a private gallery of marvels and mess. So, this place on release has been, I feel like, pretty good because it's pretty big, it's sizable, as you can see. Nothing passage, hell yeah. So this place, especially because it's indigenous shrine, right, of the science of the moon, or whatever it was called, factions called. You know, this Genshin game is so old, incredibly, right? But it's still brimming of purest energy one can possess, share, and extrude. It thus far still provides as much of an energy from it, adventurous one, as possible in this day and age. It feels like the better, fantasy adaptation we have thus far, like of any franchise, fiction, piece of narrative, etc. It feels the better one. As you can hear, the music is incredible. It feels very hospitable, very friendly and cheerful, jovial. This is how fantasy is supposed to be. This Genshin game is amazing. As you can see, all the way up here we already got fully animated sequence featuring Paimon, Lumine, voiced by the likes of Yuki Aoi, as mentioned. The Tanya girl from the anime, right? Small one. And as you can see, the story continues to progress. There was mention brief of Marionetta back at this region that we were clearing out not long ago. So Marionetta is the girl staying behind, sending out robots to that incident to kind of set up Ainfa a little bit. So let's see what her motivation lies in to learn why she decided to, in fact, trying to assimilate Ainfa with the robot evil one. If it will be stated, in fact. It just occurred to Paimon. The Paimon's voice is as bright as ever him. It just couldn't occur to Paimon if you were looking to pull out a missing spaceship commission or to learn more about Notcry. Wouldn't that make sense to drop by the Adventurers Guild? The guild is located in Nasha town. Simply put the road ahead and you will reach it. Woo! What is that? Looks kind of like Celia floating around in the air like that, but that is Kuhenki, a species unique to the land of Notcry. Kuhenki? She has something to do with the moon too. Oh, already like language discrepancy, right? It's Oreito? That's Oreito? That's Orei? Getsuri? Getsurei, yes, apparently. Tsuki to kankei aru ka? According to the Frost Moon Sign, the indigenous inhabitants of this land, the Kuhenki, are said to be familiar of the moon goddess, leading those who walk in the moonlight's glow to things of great importance. Frost Moon Science, as you can see, the faction has been named. The moon goddess? Don't all people here worship the Tsaritsa? Although Notcry lies on the Snezhnaya border region, the people here have held their own unique beliefs since time immemorial. As have mentioned, everything in this land shares a deep connection with the moon in the sky above.
そして草月の子の信仰の起源は天の
The
使い
beliefs of the
文明の時代まで
Frost Moon
遡りま
Science
す。
seem to date
私のデー
back
タベースによると
to the
当時は
civilization
まだ
of the
属性
angel.
の七失星すら存在しなかったよう
Holy
です。
shit. According to the document in my database, even the 7 archons did not exist at the time.
おお、つまりその人たちは魔人戦争よりも前から神を信仰してたってことか。
So the origin of their belief goes back even further than the Arkan War. When Arkan War happened in this Genshin game like 4,000 years prior. Something like that, right?
はい。これから様々な心臓を目にすることになると思
Correct.
いま
At
すが
some point you may come across some statues
ここの草月の子たち
of
の
the
目に見える
goddess,
もの
the
です
Frost Moon Sign carved this as well.
行っちゃうぞ。
Hey, looks like she's floating away. She's getting out. It shows
つい
all.
ていくことを推奨します。月齢と出会える確率はわずか数パーセントと
I
されており
suggest to follow her. The probability of an ordinary person encountering a Kuhenki lies in the single digits. Many here consider them heralds of good fortune. So we have seen this character being previewed already, right? Nefer, the woman is. So it looks very wholesome thus far. Nasha town looks a little bit like Bandit town, right? Is that for us? Oh. A travel guide? It actually led us to something useful. Welcome to Nasha Town, Mimesburn Books Investment Portfolio. Bookstore provides not only knowledge but also hope. Investment involves risk, for sure, but word is that a successful investor in this portfolio has bade farewell to their days of hard labor at the harbor and embarked on a journey across the world. Let us finish this lucky traveler all the best. Let us wish, I'm sorry. If you are also interested in this investment portfolio, don't miss out. Speranza's Wheel of Fortune. If you think that all of Speranza is famous for its delicious spread of hot dogs, you would be mistaken. Don't miss the Wheel of Fortune on the side of the shop. It's a classic even with a local crowd. Never mind that it looks like a repurposed roulette from the flagship. A spin to win. In any case, spin the wheel and when it stops, hot dog will tell you the fortune. Enthusiastic researchers. Unorthodox method. Are there any particular point on which looks pretty interesting to Paimon. If we only had time, she would love to see pretty much everything. Recalibrating routing. If we keep following the current path, we will arrive on an area of scenic beauty. From there, we will be able to identify both the Adventurers Guild and several must-visit specialty store. Or why is Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that Paimon suddenly getting the feeling that if she does not step it up soon, NFO is going to put her out of a job. True. She will eventually, Paimon. What makes you think that she will not become our best companion from now forth. She already is. Paimon, you're getting old, rusty, and as junk as time to send you out to the Ainu to become the new Ainafin. Na 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 na. Touch. Woo. So you can fly, glide. This thing is in here. Also, like, it's very, as you can see, you can kind of like control this very funnily. This arrow thingy, pointer. Familiarize yourself with the Nasha town. Well, Nasha town.
おお、ナシャタウンってすっごく広いんだな。
Wow, it's
なんか
pretty
多い
big
のと
from
思
here.
ってたのとちょっと違うぞ。
Feels a bit different than Paimon imagined, though.
具体的にどのように異なるのでしょう。
Which aspect in particular deviated from your expectation?
ずっとナドくらいは冒険者の楽園だって聞いてたからさ、もっと可愛い感じなのかと思ってた
Motto kawaii kanji. Well, Paimon keeps hearing people describe Notcry as an adventurous paradise, so she kinda thought it would be a bit more picture perfect somehow. Kawaii.
ナドくらいには確かにそう呼ばれていた時代もあります。
According to legend,
それはフェイの時代の話です。
there was indeed a time of peace in Notcry's past, the age of the Fae.
その時代の英雄譚は今でも語り継がれてい
During
ます。
those time,
特に有名なの
heroes
がランプのフェイの物語です。
still being told of by the day. One of the most well known is that of the Lantern Fae.
このフェイはナドくらいのために
This
力
individual
を尽くしま
performed
した。
many good deeds and Notcry.
現在のライト
Present
キ
day
ーパー
Light
たち
Keeper,
はランプを手に巡回するのも
nightly
その
lantern
フェイを
patrols
忍
are
んで
in
いる
part
側
a
面があると言
tribute
われています。
to their
しか
memory.
し
But then one day, Shikashi.
しかし
Shikashi?
ナドくらいは後に大規模なアビスの災害を受け不毛の地となっていた時期がある
There came a devastating abyss of calamity. It swept across Notcry, and for a time it was left desolate.
ランプのフェイは愛する地の悲惨な状況に心を痛
Heartbroken
み
by what had become of the land they had so cherished that Fae extinguished their light just as the abyss had extinguished all hope. Wow, that's very positive notion to start off the bot.
現在皆さんがここを楽園と呼ぶのは願望
Genzai to
ま
Minasan.
たは冗談のようなニュアンスが含まれ
Nowadays,
て
the
いるのかも
paradise
しれ
people
ません。
speak of is more of an aspiration or an irony, perhaps. And it was a good, like, nodding Ainafon. Listen, guys, I hate to do this, but let's restart. Dun, 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 dun. Let me split the VOD then here as well. Alright, stop, start. Na, 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 na. 'Did I click on start Genshin? I cannot tell.
おお、ナシャタウンってすっごく広いんだな。
具体的に
ずっとナドくらいは冒険者の楽園だ。
ナドくらいに
I
は
think time
そ
passed
の
in
時
the
代
game.
のこのフェイは
Unfortunately.
ナド
Whatever.
少し
Which one was the shot though?
ナドくらいは後
It was like she was on the
大
left,
規模
right?
なランプのフェイは現在皆さん
This.
がここを楽園と呼ぶのは
Node?
願望または冗談のような
Alright.
ニュアンスが含まれているのか
Very
も
good
しれませ
screenshot
ん
was taken.
冗談。
An irony.
ここには公的な行政機関が
Today, no official authority governs North Korea. In theory, at least, it is somewhere a person can do whatever they wish and become whoever want to be. So there's a paradise for freedom. A lawless paradise.
冒険者協会はあちら
The Adventurers Guild is just over there in Nasha Town Central Plaza, and the flagship tower is over that
フラ
way.
ッグシップがあります
Sakaba. フラッグシップあります。
冒険者協会はあちら
あちら
ナシャタウンの中央広場にあります
あります。
そして向こうに行くと酒場フラッグシップがあります
酒場フラッグシップってあります。ならなら。
あのでっかくて高い建
Oh,
物
that's such a tall building. What is that one?
あれはアイノの作ったドッカン空爆レーザー砲です
Oh, what a cute payment's butt.
ナシャタウン
Now that's
はワイルド
Aina's
ハント
Boom
最
and
大レベル
Blast
が
Kuvaki
0 に
energy
なる
cannon.
と
It
移動し
can
ます
activate it when the Wild Hunt threat level outside Nasha Town reaches a certain threshold. What the hell did Aina build this? Are you insane? Is she like in charge of everything in here on North Korea or what? Also, why are those containers just... Oh right, they work on magnetism in there, right? Yeah. I believe everything here works on Kuvaki, that aforementioned energy, right? Apparently it possesses the magnetism to it, so... As you can see, the containers go alongside of those iron shaft, those kind.
先ほどスキャンしてみたところレーザー砲は現在故障しているようです
According to the scan I just ran, the energy cannon appears to be in a malfunction state in, likely due to a recent discharge.
ワイルドハントって前にお前が言ってた
Wild
ナ
Hunt,
ドくらい特有のアビスの災害だよな。
isn't that the abyssal calamity you mentioned that is specific to North Korea? Does it pose a great threat to the people living here?
ワイルドハントに関する記録は数百年
It
前
is a
まで遡
phenomenon
る
that
ことが
has
でき
been
ます
occurring for several
発
centuries
生の
now,
時期や場所には一
yet the
貫性があ
time
り
and
ません
location of Wild Hunt attacks are seemingly
かつて
random.
は大人が子供を脅かすために使うおとぎ話に過ぎませんもし言うことを聞かない
子供。
ワイルドハントに連れて行かほら霧の向こうから連れ去
ほら
られてしまった女の人の声が聞こえるだろう
聞こえるだろう Oh, what the hell, Aina, you're becoming a bit human here.
もし言うことワイルドハントに関する記録は数百年前まで遡ることができますが発生の時期や場所には一貫性がありませんまたかつては大人が子供を脅かすために使うおとぎ話に過ぎませんでした
大人の子供お話 An old wife's tale that adults used to scare children with.
もし言うことを聞かないとワイ
もし
ルドハントに連れて行
聞かないと
かれちゃうぞほら
チレザウゾ
霧の向こうから連れ去られてしまった女の人の声が聞こえるだろう
聞こえるだろう Man, they really use this like artificial voices really well in here in this game.
が聞こえるのか？
You're saying people actually hear things like that?
私はワイルドハントを目撃した経験が少ないた
I
め
have not witnessed enough wild hunt attacks to give a statistically sound answer.
しかしその当時
But the oldest legends say that all people saw was the ghostly shadow of a woman in the mist. It was not until later that it became a full-blown calamity.
物が襲い来る災害となったのです
Abyssal monsters and all.
そう考えるとああいうのってすごいな。
When you put it like that, Paimons really gotta hand it to Aino.
高くてすごい大砲まで
Not only did she repair you, but she's even built a giant cannon to keep the wild hunt at bay.
そうアイノはすごいのです
So, Aino was going at this.
スケジュールによるとそろそろお二人をフラッグシップへ案内する
According
時
to
間
my
です
schedule, it is time I took you two over to the flagship.
よし行こう。あんまファルカを待たせる
Oh,
の
sure, after all, we should not
あ
keep
いつは
Varka
この時
waiting,
間酒場
huh?
にいるかどうかはわからないけど
Though Paimon's not sure if he will actually show up at the bar this early. Have faith in the people of Mondstadt, Paimon. As far as they're concerned, any o'clock is bar o'clock.
それもそうだな。
Ah, sorry, but so that. Enter the flagship. Hello? Is there any way to call the lift? Koitsuba. Oh, a lever. Oop. The lift is coming. Lift activated. Oh, we got Nefer in that box. She doesn't exist, but she does. Her legs are so sexy from this angle. Tits too and hips as well. As you can see, this is a woman. Someone you pin down to the wall and plop all the way.
アシュルがなぜカウンターの上にいるかって接客さ。餌代を稼がないとだろう。読む。真実はまるで影。
Well, it's getting late. Time to get to the bar. Just in time. Golitsyn, owner of the Mead Boy. Mead. So this mead is the that kind of honey drink, right? The honey drink, like alcohol. Orman, Lord Sangeman basis representative. The weather today is nice and warm, perfect for sorting out my goods and perfect for telling stories to the young answers. Farewell. Farewell, young one, take care. Thank you, man. So I know, guys, oh wow, there's a lot of people here hanging out. So what I wish to say is that we've been in here for a longer period of time, if I understand correct, right? This Genshin game is not the first one to be trending in here, nor the last one, right? It's been a very, very long time for it. Like ridiculously long time for this game. Some people do not live to tell the tale, right? This kind of game and whatnot. To other people, this may be a bit more than a game as well, right? But at the same time, it's just a game, right? So the guitar is going there nuts. The riffs are insane. Right. Here we are, flagship.
ファルカが手紙に書いてた場所って多分ここでいいんだよな。
Varka told us to meet him here in the letter, right? Let us see, Varka. No matches identified.
いないのか。まあいいか。オイラたちも別に今日などくらいに作って。
Isn't here after all? I guess we never did actually say we'll be arriving today.
とりあえず店長に聞いてみようぜ。
Hey, but why won't we go ask the owner if
大団長の守護っぷり
what they say is true? Varka's drink and prowess might have left quite the
店長もきっ
impression.
と覚えてるはずだぞ。
Oh, but that's all. Soranja. Hello, Missy. What I say? Less. Life's only exciting when you are among the treasure hunter, and here is the thing, you cannot live life without a little spice. Seems like you're having a cozy life, huh? Being an adventurer is more than exciting enough, see ya. Cozy, more like boring. I guess if being comfortable counts as being happy, well, what matters is that I'm not living the life I want right now. Yeah, sometimes I think that way too. Haha, you're in the right place then. This is where the treasure hunters gather. You will never find a place with more interesting experiences amongst its clientele. Of course, if you want to say bye-bye to a boring life, the only way is to become a treasure hunter. If only I had an... If only I had an inn of some kind. Maybe we could just start looking for some treasure. How's that going to work? No compass, no guide, no trusty weapon close at hand. If I set off like this, I will be doing nothing more than going for a long walk. Before I leave, I need to be fully prepared. That is why I need to spend more time around experienced old hands, learning everything I could. Oh, what a nice shout. So the place looks stylistically like Aino also like took a hand in here or something. There's chests in here. 3 in fact, but we cannot touch them. I assume there is some kind of catch to this. Let's sec. Details on the vault for target are up on the board. Yeah, I can fill you if needed, but don't bother hanging over the bounty. You submit proof that the bounty have been dealt with. They have not been dealt with. Power, the flagship as host. Our drink recommendations. Well, for starters, I recommend you drink less. A waiter who tries to convince the customer not to spend? That's how you know to trust my recommendation, and I happen to have one another. Why don't you try some our food and soft drink? I swear you won't regret it. Do you have any reliable intel? Oh, you're that kind of sort of customer. I'm afraid you're not going to get much from me. I mean, who goes around leaking important detail to waiters? Now gossip, on the other hand. You see that young man over there with the brown hair? That's right, the treasure hunter. He's actually Dum, the son of Speranza's boss. Okay. Is that the sort of gossip you're after? Because I've got loads more where that came from. But gossip really is more on an after-dinner indulgence, if you catch my drift. Oh, I sure do power. Nice doors. So this is essentially the same as we've seen in the other region in other region, right? In Atlan, I'm sorry. Oh, did I post this like 712 one? Oh my god. I might have like didn't post something. Hold on. Let me see.
No,
I posted it 712. It's fine.
それを無理に沈めようとすると波に飲まれて心の深いところまで落とされてしまう。
Alright, woman, you're such an entertainer.
かといって無視すれば心がバラバラになってしまうんだ。
You are such an entertainer, it's insane. Oh, what is this room? There's a screw woman there. Holy moly. Mr. Screw? How have you been doing? It seemed a little bit like fresh in here because there is all sort of baguette in there. Meat, I presume, some sort of like big sausages, right? Колбаса. Sauces dispensers. Convenient. Wow. Sit. Therefore, take a bite in front of us. It will be the sexiest bite ever, right? Oh, she seemed like normal woman, honestly. Do we need to sexualize like everything to such an extent? Probably no, right? She's probably just a poor woman not having any intel lately. Now this seemed like a corner someone would take a hand on her, but pin her down in here in between of this two. Alright, careful with the child, Nefer. Back in my day.
物事を観察するときは目に頼りすぎちゃいけないよ。人は見たいものだけを見る癖がある。大事なのは自分を過信しないことだ。アシュルがなぜカウンターの上にいるかって？接客さ。餌代を稼がないとだろう。
おや？Oh, not for the ineffable Inefa.
こんにちは、デミアンさん。
Oh, Damien.
知り合いなのか？
もちろんですよ。イネファはフラッグシップの常連ですから。
Of course, Inefa's a regular here at the flagship.
ロボットもお酒を飲んだりするんだな。
So robot are in taboos too.
いいえ、アルコールの
酒。
エネルギー添加率は極
Not
めて
at all.
低
The
い。
energy conversion efficiency of alcohol drink is very
で
low.
すが、ここのベリー
And
と
most of
味噌
them
の
are
成分
full
は
of impurities still. I can affirm that your berry and fried meat deserve a solid 9.12 out of 10. It has Aina's approval too.
あなたがあなたに言っている間、ファルカは毎日その料理を
Funny you should mention that while you were away in Natlan, Varka would come in every day to pick up a serving of berries and fried meat for Aino.
きっとファルカはアイノがイネファを心配して
Ah, he must have been worried
食べ
sick
られ
that
ないんじゃないかって思ったんだ
she
ろうね。
was not eating properly on account of being so hung up about Ainofa being gone.
実はイネファが出発した
Ah,
後、
actually, it's because Varka found out that Aino went wild after Ainofa left, gorging herself on snacks she normally couldn't get her hands
この
on.
ままでは栄養が偏ると判
So it
断
was
しました。
more so that she wasn't getting a balanced diet. Ah, it's due to me.
少々喋りすぎてしまったようですね。
I might have spoke too much.
ナタから戻ったということは、
Anyway, since you are back from Natlan, these two must be the ones Varka mentioned, Melt and Paimon. でしょうか？
ああ、そうだぞ。
そうだぞ。
そういえばファルカのことをよく知ってるみたいだな。
そういえば、from the sound of it, you must be a close friend of Varka too.
ええ、そりゃあもちろん。
Ah, but of
彼
course,
はここで唯一、ル
oh,
ーレットカクテルを10ラウン
he's
ド耐えられる
only
人ですから。
one around here who's ever managed to stay standing after 10 rounds at a roulette special.
ファルカってここでそんな有名になってるんだな。
I can't believe he's made such a name for himself,
ち
though.
っとも予想外じゃない。
Guess it's hardly surprising now. Do you know where he is now?
確か、アームスバルトニルコのあたりにいるかと。
Somewhere near Amsworth near. That's quite far from here.
それってどこにあるんだ？
Where is that? どこにあるん、yeah.
それってどこにあるんだ？
どこにあるんだ？
などくらいの北側にある湖です。
Hey, it's a lake in the
そちら
northern
で
part
何
of
か事
that
件があっ
cry.
たらしく、部下を連れて向かったそうです。
Word reached him of trouble brewing around those parts, so he took his night to check it out.
行き違いかよ。
So we're just by the nick of a second. Typical Mondstadt coming and going like the wind. Do you think he needs our help?
あなたならそう思うに違いないとファルカは
Ah,
言っていま
Varka
したよ。
knew you would say that, so he specifically told me to make sure you stayed here and enjoyed
必ず引き
yourselves.
止めるようにとも頼まれまし
He
た。
sends his
そのことは
assurances
気に
that
せず任せておけば
everything's
大丈夫とのことです。
任せて OK 大丈夫です。 Listen, I was not speaking microphone, I was directly just saying. In fact, I hate how pop filter and the spider mount kind of align together, but whatever. Right, who cares? This is kind of directly here, right? Oh well, if he's that confident, I guess there are only options to accept anyway. It's not like there is any special cause for concern. He's the Grand Master after all.
その方がいいでしょう。それに
Ah, exactly.
彼は
Plus,
前払いでお二人のために一番いい部
not
屋を
only
提供
has
したん
he
です。
booked you into our finest room, he's paid for it in advance as well.
まだ会ったことないけどファルカとは仲良くできる気がするぜ。
Baruka Nakayoko. Seriously? Whoa, that's so generous of him. We might not have met yet, but Paimon's got a feeling that we will get along with Varka just like a house on fire. Like what? It's the first time I'm hearing something like this over a proverb
ああ、そうだ。イネファには
telling
ベリーとお肉のソテーを渡すよう言われてました。こちらも代金は受け取ってあります。
Oh, and by the way, he also asked me to serve up a portion of berries and fried meat for Ainefa that was prepared as well.
ありがとうございます。
Thank you so much.
こちらこそご満足いただけたようで
No,
何よりです。
thank you for being the customer. I'm the one who should be grateful for your business.
旅人さん、パイモンさん。お二人はひとまず荷物をお部屋に置いてきてください。
Traveler Paimon, why don't you go ahead and drop off your
買い出
luggage?
しに行ってこようと思います。
I can use time to go pick up some component that Aino asked me bring back.
観光ガイドも持ってるし、荷物を置いたらおいら
I sure think besides now that we got ourselves some up. Once we're done unpacking, we might as well go for a stroll ourselves. Why don't we meet up again later?
私がガイドしなくても大丈夫ですか？
Oh, so you no longer require navigational assistance. Gaida.
大丈夫だぞ。道はだいたい覚えたからな。
No worry, we should be fine. We got a rough idea of our way around town, so Paimon's reasonably confident we shouldn't get too lost. Usually I put pop filter like right at my nose here. Something like that, right? I don't know, man. It's like this one's such like a long process to figure out how to put it like decently. Yeah, whatever, I guess, right?
「助かります。これで全体の予定時間を約 30% 短縮でき、アイノと会える時間も
Thank you. This translates into an approximate time saving for 30%, meaning I will be able to see Aino about 45 minutes earlier than previously projected.
そっか。早く会いたいもんな。
Projected.
じゃあお互い用事を
Alright, you must miss her a lot too. In that case, we would better get a move on. Oh no, it's like you get to the next region, right? You get to the Honkai Star Rail's Belobok, bam, you are at the hostel, this is called. You get to every single region in this Genshin game. You get to Merope the prison, right? But immediately you are at the bedroom. It's this kind of moment, huh? I hate it.
食事と宿の面倒を見てもらえるなんてラッキーだな。
Rakidana! Feels pretty nice having someone sort out our food and lodging for us. Hmm?
でもここがフラッグシップで一番いい部屋なのか？
It's the best
広
room.
いっちゃ広いけどちょっと古い気もするぞ。
It's pretty big, make no mistake, but it looks like a little worn out, right? Though to be perfectly honest, that is feel right at home with everything else we've seen of Nasha Town. A town built amongst ruins, forsaken in the wake of a calamity. what a nice lumine. I'm not to lie, I'm a little bit tired already. No, not physically, but just mentally, so spiritually, like, I guess I'm not going to lie. The normal performing duty routine in here is essentially hating yourself for the rest of your life. You get born, right? You hate yourself, right? This is the normal operational routine in here. Everything, like how everyone expects you to live, whether you are on the east, west, or somewhere in between, anywhere else, in fact. And you cannot as much be anyone on the internet. What have you turned fucking this world into, you fucking scum? Can you explain? Your kind of people, they should be cut in pieces. Da-da-da-down. Da-da-da-da-down. Alright, I don't need this kind of shit in my title to truth it all. Like, nothing is going to be changing about West whatsoever. You're fucking. Whoever is Western in here, you're a toilet bitch. What is there for me to say aside from it? I think there's something else to say in here. What? Do I have any other conclusions here drawn? Do you see any improvement of fucking social media for five whole year? No, these fucking morons, they're living in their own delusion. I'm sorry, but here I am. You're not speaking with some like imaginary friend, just to speak. So, yeah, nothing will be improving in this world until something drastically changes. When it does, do you think? Not until many of the people realize what is wrong and what is not wrong. What is right. I fucking hate the world so much. Like, holy fuck. I'm gonna start chanting like a hate speeches like a Saruman. The wise. Like a Genshin's wise. This would be for the good that I moved this thermos here a little bit to myself here. The water bottle as well. Put cup in there. So I can put the phone next to it. There's more space in general here. The phone will go on the cup now. This chicken, there's eggs there kind of. I need to flip them over already. Oh fuck. Did I cook something on this? Why is it stuck? Nasty. So stuck, it's nasty. I have to scratch it a little.
などくらいの歴史的な背景が理由って言いたいのか？おいらたちもベリーとお肉のソテーってやつを注文してみないか？ずっと話を聞いてて食べたくなってきちゃったぞ。わあ、ごめん、おいらがよそ見してたから。
いいえ、謝るのは僕の方ですよ。廊下に立ち止まって考えにふけるべきじゃありませんでした。
もしかしてお前、オイラたちの隣の部屋に泊まってるのか？
鋭いですね。そうだ、自己紹介を。僕の名はキリル・チュードミロビッチ・フリンズ。フリンズとお呼びください。
ずいぶん長い名前だな。
そうでしょうか。昔のスネージ内であればこれくらい珍しくありませんよ。お二人がナドくらいに来たのは旅行か何かで？
オイラはパイモンで、こっちは旅人だ。今までいろんな国を旅してきて、今日ナドくらいに着いたばっかなんだ。
多くの国を巡ってきた旅人ですか。お会い。
お前もここには旅で来たのか？
そうですね。できれば僕も旅という名の休息を享受したいところですが、あいにくここに泊まるのは一晩だけなんですよ。
仕事か？
そんなところです。僕はナドくらいのライトキーパー。普段は北の墓地で見張りをしています。今日こちらに来たのはこのランプを修理するためなんです。驚かれるのも無理はありません。墓碑や腐食土と一緒に過ごす生活というのは一般人からしたら想像しづらいでしょうから。 ですが、ワイルドハントの災禍はいつもアビスに汚染された魂と共に現れます。これを知れば、僕たちが墓地の見張りをしているのにもご納得いただけるでしょう。
アビスに対抗するための仕事なのか。すごく大変そうだな。
お気遣い感謝します。ただこの仕事にはもう慣れましたし、僕にとっては天職です。賑やかな街中より静かな墓地の方が落ち着きますから。
その気持ちちょっぴりわかるけど、墓地に住むのはやっぱりオイラだったら夜絶対寝れなくなっちゃうぞ。
ああ、そこに関してはご安心ください。墓地の亡霊はめったに喋りません。むしろこちらから話しかけてみると、生きている人間よりも面白いことがよくわかります。おや、つい長話してしまいましたね。どうやらお二人とは気が合うようです。ただそろそろ時間ですので、ここで失礼させていただきます。ライトキーパーがランプを失うのは、旅人が地図を失うことと同じくらい致命的ですから。
ああ、じゃあな。
ええ、もし機会があればまたお話ししましょう。いつでも僕のお墓にお越しください。ああ、僕のお墓というのは僕の見張っている墓地という意味です。あなた方が来てくだされば、あそこもさぞにぎわうことでしょう。
おう、行けたら行くぞ。
ではライトキーパーの言葉でお別れさせていただきます。またお墓の中で会いましょう。
変わったやつだったな。すごく丁寧で、まるで貴族みたいな振る舞いだったけど、ずっとお墓の近くで暮らしてるからか、ちょっと不気味だったというか。ランプ？別に壊れてたからじゃないか？お前そういうのに敏感だもんな。気になるなら今度会った時に聞いてみたらいいと思うぞ。お前までそういう不気味なこと言うなよ。
物事を観察時は目に頼りすぎちゃいけない。人は
が来る。
ストラリー、ピースパパ、そうよ。
読む。
多少は価値がある。
嘘はいけないね。
手加減なしよ。流れて今宵月をささ
皆に祝福あれ。皆のために祈ろう。
読む。
包みのよう
月光のように。
移して
真実はまるで影。嘘はいけないね。
流れて手加減なしよ。
読む。嘘はいけないね。
皆に祝福を。
さあ
読む。
新月が来る。手加減なしよ。
白羊の力を思い知りなさい。
月光のように。
生きて今宵月を
ストラリー、ピー
アシュルがなぜカウンターの上いるかって？
さあ、流れてみんなに祝福を。
嘘はいけないね。丸裸にしてやろう。
手加減なしよ。清風の口封じは任せたからね。
真実はまるで影。さあ、謎を解こう。嘘はいけないね。
絶に寝よう。みんなに祝福。生きて
読む。
一緒じゃない。三月よ輝き輪廻とわの安寧を。はっ手加減なしよ。流れて生きてさあ働きなさい。作用の力を。今宵月をさ清風の祝福を。
真実はまるで影。
盛り上がりが足りないわ。
クイーンを任せるのだ。
月光のように蒼月よ永遠に。トラリリスパパ
やけど
嘘はいけないね。丸裸にしてやる。
手加減なしよ。移して新月が清風の祝福。舞台効果を大切よ。絶に寝よう。また忘れた。
忘れよう。
迷える者。真実はまるで影。素直にハグだね。
口封じは任せたからね。皆のために祈ろう。月光のよう
嘘はいけ
一
ない
発で十分よ。
干され追いつかれた。
どうしたの？三月よ輝け清風の祝福。
読む。素直にハグだね。丸裸にしてやろう。真実はまるで影。 物事を観察するときは目に頼りすぎちゃいけないよ。人は見たいものだけを見る癖がある。大事なのは自分を過信しないことだ。感情とは頭の中で荒れ狂う波みたいなものだ。それを無理に沈めようとすると波に飲まれて心の深いところまで落とされてしまう。かといって無視すれば心がバラバラになってしまうんだ。アシュルがなぜカウンターの上にいるかって？接客さ。餌代を稼がないとだろ？感情とは頭の中で荒れ狂う波みたいなものだ。それを無理に沈めようとすると波に飲まれて心の深いところまで落とされてしまう。かといって無視すれば心がバラバラになってしまうんだ。 物事を観察するときは目に頼りすぎちゃいけないよ。人は見たいものだけを見る癖がある。大事なのは自分を過信しないことだ。感情とは頭の中で荒れ狂う波みたいなものだ。それを無理に沈めようとすると波に飲まれて心の深い
あなたに安らぎが
流れて
皆に祝福あれ。
リンヤに永遠の雨。
謎は解けないまま。
いい度胸なきたらりいつパパそうよ。今宵月を去って
素直に吐くだけ。読む。
清風なし。
悪用の力を思い知りなさい。さあ
嘘はいけない。